think
That's
I
it.
have a heart attack. Remember when Demi Lovato sang Heart Attack at like the heart convention?
Yeah, heart convention.
What was it?
The
National
Heart
Association.
Association fundraiser or something.
Yeah, that was weird, right?
That was choice.
I think Caleb was there and he didn't like think about it. But when I saw the videos and everyone else, it was like, do we feel like this is out of touch?
Yeah.
Or is it, maybe they asked her to, you know?
But she has another song about a heart that she could have sang too.
Which one?
Heart. No, I can't think of it. Skyscraper would have been a better one.
Skyscraper is a great song.
You know, Jordan Sparks is doing the backup vocals on that song.
I didn't know.
Now you do.
Speaking of also singing, I listened to T-Pain. I didn't realize he put out he put on Spotify. Remember that concert he did where he sang a bunch of covers and everyone was like, oh my God, T-Pain has a great voice. And everyone was like dying over it.
Like the YouTube videos?
People just had their own like phone videos of it and it was going around on TikTok. And it was like, whoa, I didn't know T-Pain could sing like this. And then he just released a song with Kesha like a couple days ago. Or it was her song that he's on. Yeah. And then I went to his Spotify and I was like, oh, he released a whole album that is all these like live vocals of him singing these. There's some of them are covers. I think most of them are covers, but he has such a great voice that
What year was that?
No,
the album that you saw. Because I'm pretty sure that what you're referring to is he did like a live YouTube show or something. And then he posted the audio from those.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't that recent.
Oh.
A couple years ago, I feel. Yeah.
That's that.
It was a YouTube show? Had no idea.
Not a show. It was like he did a live set.
Oh.
And then they released the songs.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
What an exciting thing to find, though.
It was exciting because I've seen those videos so many times and I get excited every time I see one of them.
Did you add them to your Spotify playlist?
I did not, but now that I've listened, I feel like they'll come up for me again.
I hope so.
You want to get into it?
Let's do it.
Playlist.
Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex. I'm Allison.
And I am Alex.
Hey.
How was your weekend?
It was cute. We went to Josh took me to see the Alvin Ailey Dance Company.
That's right.
Downtown.
How was that?
It was gorgeous. They're so
gorgeous.
Good. It reminded me a lot of, oh my gosh, did you just break that?
No, but what was that? Okay.
It reminded me of college dancing because in college it's very different from like commercial or competition dancing.
Yeah.
And it's very quintessential modern like movements and stuff.
Yeah.
And the Alvin Ailey Dance Company is also that kind of movement.
Yeah.
And so it really took me back to college.
Love that.
But we studied Alvin Ailey in school also. So it was cool to see in person because we would watch videos and then have to have discussions about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But everyone was so good. It was very religious undertones. It was like it was in 3 acts.
Mm.
So there were 2 intermissions. One was like 15 minutes and one was short, like 5 minutes or something. But the beginning was I think from what I picked up, based on also some of the titles of the pieces, it was like the beginning was you're kind of on Earth, and then the middle act was you were in heaven or hell.
Okay.
Wait, was it
heaven or hell?
Yeah, because there was like a really pretty. My favorite one actually was. The background was like clouds and it was very ethereal and it was giving heaven.
Okay.
But then there was also one that was 3 guys and it was giving hell. There was flames on the background. And stuff
Was
like
this at a church?
No, it was downtown at a theater.
Was it the Amundsen?
No, it was a woman's name. Dorothy?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was at Dorothy.
It was at Dorothy.
Okay.
The third act was like more upbeat and like, you know,
Cute.
getting down. So highly recommend.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. Sunday didn't really do much.
No.
Did it? Did I? No. I worked out and I edited. No, that was Saturday. Definitely.
Was it? Yeah, it was. It was Saturday.
Yeah. I don't think anything really happened besides
Wasn't the Albanese dance thing on Friday?
Friday. So I feel like Saturday I didn't do much. And also Sunday I didn't do much.
Okay,
So
you had a
that was
chill
it.
weekend. Nice.
What'd you do?
So, did we record on Friday? Or we recorded Thursday?
It was the end of the week.
It was Friday morning,
Yeah.
and then you went shopping with me. So,
Oh yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, so I ended up wearing. So Allison and I had headshots on Saturday. So Allie and I went shopping after we recorded on Friday, so that she could help me find some looks.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up wearing the sweatshirt from Uniqlo. It was perfect with the black jean jacket.
It was like a maroon sweatshirt.
Yeah, in the photos, it really looks chocolate brown,
Oh.
which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I like a
looks good
black
with
and
my
brown
eyes.
moment in clothes, and some people don't.
It was nice. And then I wore that, the jean jacket from Forever 21 over it.
Mm.
And then my second look, I ended up like using something from my closet I've never worn before because I was like, everything I pieced together, because I was trying on a bunch of things Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was black, gray, a touch of white. And I was like, I need something with color.
Yeah.
So I have this like short sleeve denim button up that I've never worn. And I was like, oh, this is very commercial.
Oh, okay. Cute.
So I wore that for the second look. And then my third, I did my like silver steel-toed boots, black jeans, just a white tank top, and then the other jacket I got from Forever 21, the one with the texture that was like the only one left.
I loved that one.
It looks really good. Those photos are really fun. So I was up very late Friday, I wanted to make sure, absolutely sure what I was going to wear.
Yeah. What time did you have to be there?
Not till 12:30. I scheduled it for later in the afternoon because A, it's in Pasadena, and B, because I was like, I don't want to be puffy.
Yeah.
Which I did a lot of research a couple weeks ago on like the best under eye patches for puffiness and discoloration or like lightness.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought these ones. I was like, they're so expensive, but they had really good reviews.
What was the brand?
God damn it. Mm-hmm. I don't remember, but they're pink and red. Like,
Is
I'd
it like
seen
a
them
well-known
before.
brand?
Yeah.
Oh, pink and red.
6-pack for like $20.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, well. So I
Did they
used
work?
them. Oh my God. I
Like-
got like 6 hours of like some weird white, like lightning that happened to my eyes. Like,
Oh.
I have naturally like pretty dark under eyes, have my whole life. And this like did something. Plus I had concealer that I put on after, but puffiness gone. And it's like only wear them 15 minutes. I was like, I'm going to do 20. Well, I get
Were they
it. It's 'cause-
burning?
No, it didn't burn or
Oh.
anything. And the thing with under eye patches, everyone who wears them knows this, but the jelly ones always slide.
They just slide down. Yeah.
It's like, no. So I specifically wanted ones that were like anti-slip
yeah.
and actually worked.
Mm-hmm.
I will never not buy any other kind. These were incredible.
Well, you're gonna have to drop the link.
I will. Okay, I got them off of Amazon. Let me just look real quick so everyone knows, including you, Allison. So
Please.
sorry. It's worth the wait because everyone should know because I'll forget.
Well, they don't have to wait. I'll probably just cut out the dead air. You know.
Good point. And then so Saturday morning I wake up, I put on the under eye patches. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good. Faded. The brand is Faded.
Faded. All right.
And it's their. Oh, it's Faded by Topicals. Topicals Faded Brightening Under Eye Mask.
Okay.
$22
That's
for a 6-pack.
insane.
But I did it. And I'm going to be stingy with them, but it works.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, if you wait until you really need them, then
Yeah, like this is not an everyday kind of thing. But anyway,
yeah.
So I got up. I had a great morning. I had my coffee. I was in a great mood. I had everything packed and ready to go. I left. I got there. With 5 minutes to spare. There was no traffic. The photographer was so nice. His name is Jimmy. He was, it's like people look at me and they're like, you're someone I can just tell everything to.
Yeah.
You know how that happens. So it was 0.5 seconds into like hugging, saying hello. We're walking to the studio. And I was like, how's your day going so far? He's like, I'm going through a heartbreak. And I was like, bet.
Tom's house is broken into.
Tom's house is broken into. I was like, oh my God. I was like, dude, I'm coming out the other end of that. So like, I totally feel for you. And he was like, yeah, how did you do?
Oh my God. Did he start crying?
No, but I was like, I was like, no, listen, like, blah, blah. So I mean, he was pretty light about it. And I was like, universe, please don't let this affect the shoot. No, but it didn't. We got in there. He showed me like, because I had sent him the looks very late the night before because he wanted to like pre-set up the backdrops or have them ready. And I was like, I'm sorry, this is so late, but I wanted to be sure. He had everything ready to go. He played, he was like, do you have a music preference? I was like, what did you have going on? He's like, I was going to play Ariana's new album. I was like, perfect.
Is he gay?
He is of the community. And
He is part of the community.
I'm not going to share his business, but his situation that he's going through is very sad, and I feel for him. And then we got on the topic of spirituality and how he came out here very religious and going to church.
Are
and
you
I was
the
like,
same person?
Hey, he was born in China. He's from China, and then but lived in the Midwest, and then came out here and was closeted. The whole thing. I was like, brother, I get it.
Do you want to meet up and cry?
Yeah, we're gonna hang out because we hit it off. He was really nice.
Love that.
And then he asked me if I would be open to modeling for some of his artwork. And he does really amazing photography with lights, like kind of like Ben,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, okay.
very creative, very like slow shutter speed, but with like really good stuff. And I was like,
more editorial.
yeah,
more
exactly.
Like,
And he was like, if you're down, like, I'd love to hire you to do that. I was like, yeah, of course.
yeah.
So I'm supposed to get the photos tomorrow to choose. And then
Like raw. Or he's editing.
he's going to, well, yeah, all of them. And then I'm going to choose
okay.
5 from each look and he's going to edit them. I was like, 5? Generous. But also.
Oh, that's not normal?
No.
Oh.
Like with the headshot session I have in May, the like insane one, she will edit 2.
But you get
Total.
all of them. So you could edit.
From him, I get all the raws in full quality, so I can edit. And I didn't share with him that I don't know.
You're
I
good
was
at
just
editing.
like, it's fine.
Because what if you don't like his edit?
Exactly. But what if I love his edit?
Yeah.
So he does 5 per look, so 15 total, and then $20 per beyond that. But I was like, I won't. Thank you. She will edit 2 out of the whole. All of them. I'm doing 4 looks with her.
Oh my
out of all
gosh.
4 looks,
That's
2. And then she gives you all of them in a low resolution.
Why would she even do that?
Exactly.
Like, why would you want low res photos?
Well, because you can technically use low res photos. So, like, Angela explained this to me because she has shot with her.
Okay.
They're like, you can print them on a 5 by like 8.5 by 11, like what you do with your resume, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that size, like, it's not good quality.
Okay.
I would equate it to like what an iPhone photo would be, like that quality.
Okay.
But then the one
I
she
guess
gives
that's
you
not
edited
horrible.
could literally be on a poster, like on a billboard.
Yeah. Okay.
So she does 2 included, and then beyond that, it's like $40 each.
Could you pay more if you wanted them in high res? Like, does she have tiers of?
No, so like say there was one I wanted in high res, the only option is to pay her to edit it.
Okay.
So Angela's like, I like the way she edits, so it's going to be fine. And like Angela's like, you can edit the low res ones, it's fine. And I will. And also we have AI that can enhance things, so
True.
not stressed about it. But no, that's not normal to edit that many.
Okay.
And then I'm hitting the ground running. We got lots of things happening right now, so
Work.
I'm excited. So that was my Saturday, and then I treated myself. I was like, I haven't had pizza in a fortnight, so I got my favorite gluten-free.
A fortnight.
That's 2 weeks. So I got my favorite gluten-free crust pizza from the Pizza Press, and sat upstairs and rehung my sheer curtains and binge watched something. What was it? Michelle Buteau's show on Netflix. And then
I don't know her.
had a great little evening to myself, and it was a great Saturday. Good. And then yesterday, what did I do? Wow, lots of empty space here.
Probably edited.
Oh, I edited the podcast. And then I definitely left the house at some point. I did a lot of work around the house, built that.
Yeah, I like that.
Furniture's getting built, you guys. My bed is built. Oh, that's what I did Friday night. Or Saturday night.
Bed.
Saturday night. I built the bed. I did my curtains and built the bed. So I was up pretty late Saturday doing that. And then Sunday, I definitely left the house at some point. Oh, I went to the vegan farmers market in North Hollywood, which I used to go to all the time because it was right behind where I lived with my ex. So we would just walk outside. You know the Red Line station? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like they block off Lancashire right
and
there.
It's vegan. Does that just mean it's produce or it's vegan products?
Vegan vendors. So
Nice.
it's like it's like all the food is vegan, and then like there's clothing and little shops and crystal things. And it was hot as hell, but it was cute. And then did some more building of furniture and stuff.
Wow.
It was a very productive weekend. And then I was like, I'm so ready for Monday. And then Monday hit and I was like,
Yeah.
so much to do, so little time.
I forgot that I went on such a long walk yesterday, which was Sunday.
What kind of a walk?
I just went on a walk.
Like a long girl walk? Like
yeah.
under the bridge with the pigeons?
Yes.
Oh, you
my
did?
gosh. So yeah, because I was gonna go to like a stretch class at the yoga place.
Yeah.
Because so it wasn't gonna be like high intensity. I wasn't gonna be burning a lot of calories. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, like I also am gonna go on a walk just to do like a little extra movement today. I walked up Ventura. I walked all the way to, I don't know the name of the street.
Would it be Moore Park?
No, Moore Park is like parallel.
Is it by the Galleria? Is that the street you're talking about?
No, I walked to where like Crave Sushi is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what it's called either. But I went to a couple like thrift shops as I walked by them because there's a second street on the one side and then there's a different one on the other side. And so
How were they?
I mean, I didn't really
okay.
buy anything. If something really jumped out to me that I was going to be super excited about, I would have bought it, but I didn't really want to
carry it around,
have something in my hands.
Sure.
And I walked by this massage place and there was ladies outside and I was like, I know they're going to talk to me, even though I had headphones in.
Yeah.
But they stopped me and they were like, hey, do you get massages? And I was like, I do. And they were like, okay, wow. And because I feel like probably people are like, no.
Yeah.
So they were excited about that. And then they were like, oh, so like, where do you go? And I was like, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I go to Massage MV, but I pay $70 a month and no one else has that same price. So would be really hard for me to change.
Yeah.
And I was just going to walk away after that. And she was like, oh, I understand $70 is hard to beat, but like, this used to be a Massage MV. And I was like, yeah, I know, I used to come here. And she was like, do you want to come in and see all the changes we've made?
Was this a grand opening or something?
No, it's been open forever.
This is just their boss was like,
get out
there,
and get some people in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, sure. So
Allison, Allie.
I didn't want to, but I felt bad. So she walked me in and she showed me they have these like little beds that you can lay in while you're waiting for your massage that like vibrate and have like sound. And I'm sure that they're great.
Yeah,
that sounds very nice
it does.
to do. And then she showed me the rooms. They look exactly like every other massage room that's ever been made.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, she was telling me the prices and everything. And I was like, you know what? Thank you for this information. And I will let you know.
Bless.
But their memberships are $100 to $115, depending on you either have
it's
to.
A membership place.
It's a membership place. You have to sign. I mean, you could pay for a one-off, I'm sure, but it's going to be way more expensive.
Yeah.
It was like, you can sign up for a full 12 months, like a contract, and that is the $99. Or if you pay monthly with no contract, it's like $110 or $115. And I was like, I pay $70.
For one massage a month?
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry, I pay $70. I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I have been grandfathered into that amount because it is higher pretty much at every other place at Massage MV. And I went to a different location than my home location last month.
Yeah.
And every other time I've done that, like they still
honor
my price that I've paid. And this one I went to was like, I just need to collect $10 more from you because our price is $79. I was like, yo, you should tell me that beforehand because I wouldn't have come here. I could have just gone to my home place.
Yeah.
I like your guys' facility better.
Right.
And so that's why I came here. But I could have just gone to my home building.
Yeah.
So now I will never be back here because that's annoying to me that there was no disclosure. She was like, I'm sorry, my boss just like said we have to start doing this because they've never done it before. And I was like, you need to have signs up. You need to call me and tell me.
Why doesn't your membership just go up?
Well, because I am grandfathered in. So if I go to my home one, it's still the $69.
It will not change there.
I don't think so.
Okay, that was why I was wondering. Like, so then why you're not going to go back to North Hollywood and they're going to be like $10 more, please?
They better not.
Because then at that point it's like then raise the price.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure like for me, it will never go up. They might have raised it for new customers, but I am grandfathered into the original price.
Is this a write-off for you because it's related to
No.
your work?
Oh
Really?
my gosh. I try every year to write off my massage. And they're like, if you have like a condition, like where your doctor says that you have to get massages, I probably could go to my doctor and be like,
Yeah.
hey, can you get me a note? I just never have because
Okay.
this past year is the first year I've had a doctor in a long time.
Okay.
So every year on my taxes, I'm like wellness, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a dancer because I can write off lots of things. I can
Yeah.
write off makeup.
Yeah.
I can write off types of clothing.
Yeah.
I can write off makeup. What did I say makeup? Oh, hair,
Okay.
spray tans, like anything that is for me to be used on stage and or on camera can be written off because I'm a performer.
Got it.
And I've tried it all the time. And so every time I try again, because I'm just like, maybe they'll change the law. No.
The law is standing strong.
It's standing.
Okay.
But yeah, that was an annoying thing.
That is annoying. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But then did you leave there and how long was your walk? Check the Apple
Oh,
Watch.
sorry. It was 2 hours
Round trip.
round trip.
Okay.
Oh, the pigeons. So I
Right.
walked down one side of the street and I walked back the other side.
Yeah.
And as I was walking under the bridge, I was just like, please don't poop on me. Please don't poop on me. Please don't poop on me. And I was like so grossed out because I'm walking on the concrete that there is so much poop on, and I'm like trying to tiptoe around whatever. And I had like goosebumps because I was so stressed by these pigeons. And then there was one that popped out in front of me, and I stopped in my tracks and I was like, you better move because
Get out of here.
I can't go on. I hate birds so much. I hate pigeons so much.
Guys, she hates them.
Ew. But the rest of my walk was great. I walked into World Market also.
Okay.
Gave a little jaunt around. I could have bought a few things. And again, I was like, one, you don't need these things.
You said, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And two, I didn't want to carry them further.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But I realized in my 2 hour walk, so on Halloween, Josh and I went to a bar in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I was like, we can walk home. Like, I've totally walked home before. And we started to walk and we got a couple blocks. And then I realized that I had on heels or like higher heels than just like tennis shoes. And I was like, we can't do it. But again, I was like, walking this, I was like, we totally could have done it. And when I talked to him later, he was like, no, like we were drunk and you had on heels. Like we were never going to make it that far.
We can do it.
Literally, we got like a couple blocks and then we had to call an Uber because my feet hurt. Anyway, that's a little anecdote, but
Love that.
yeah. The White Lotus.
Oh, the White Lotus is finished.
Finale was last night.
Yeah, spoilers ahead, I assume.
Spoilers ahead. I don't know how to tell you how far to go in advance. It's probably going to be a minute because I have things to say.
Me too.
I don't know what to say.
So this is your time.
I guess we can try to put a timestamp in this time.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So look for the timestamp. What are your thoughts?
I initially, when it finished, that's what I did yesterday night. I watched The White Lotus.
Same.
I was not, initially I was like, meh. I wish they had shown more of like the family's reaction to realizing. Also, I loved the theory where...
to realizing that they're broke?
Yeah. I wish they had shown more of their reaction. But then there was, and I also was hoping for this theory that was going around about how the mom, what is her name?
Lorazepam Sam.
Her.
I don't know what her name is.
The theory of like she knew that this was coming, so she had been preparing for it. And like I was hoping for you didn't hear this theory?
No.
That she knew that they were like going to be in trouble. So because there was a comment she made in an earlier episode about an account's offshore of the Cayman Islands.
Oh.
So people were like, what if she's been preparing for this secretly? He's about to freak out.
Yeah.
Or like the theory that I was going with was like, he's going to end up killing one of the kids or something. And then she's going to be like,
like
what
accidentally
are you doing?
you thought, or
because he was planning to kill them all. And
but
she was
he
like,
wasn't planning to kill them all until like that moment, right? Like
No,
all
he
these
had
episodes, he was going to kill himself.
no, what are you talking about? There's in
Did I
every
miss
episode, he
something?
has a vision of him shooting or killing all of them.
You're right. I truly did not remember that the whole time.
So
and
he
I
was
was
always
like,
contemplating between killing them and then himself or just himself.
yeah.
So I thought he was going to kill a kid.
That's
and then
so
she was
funny.
going to be like, why did you do that? I knew this was coming. I prepared for it.
That would have been better than what it was. because I totally forgot about the visions because here's my thing. I have been not 100% in every episode.
Well, it's fucking hard to because it's so slow.
Yeah, like I think that whatever part of me has a little bit of ADHD in it, I could not pay attention 100% to all these episodes.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
a
on
lot.
my phone. I was like playing Candy Crush. So that is my bad. I did forget about those visions because in the moment I was like, what? Why are you killing your family? Just kill yourself. If you're
Right.
going to do it, like your family didn't ask for this and they're going to get your life insurance policy. So you're not
Right.
just going to be like, unless you don't have one, but I feel like they would have told us that. So if you really need to kill someone, kill yourself. And I'm not condoning that, everyone. I'm just saying, like, the character, let them at least get your life insurance policy. So then, yeah, at the end, when the son just like opened his eyes, I was like, okay.
Yeah, he like
Like
died
there's no
for a second.
stakes
Yeah.
that really pulled through on that because we didn't get any closure on them. He's just like, hey, everything's about to change.
Also,
And then
what fool wouldn't rinse the blender? That was disgusting.
yeah, I heard someone say that today and they were like, well, he should have rinsed it.
That's what I mean.
The dad, because like,
Oh, sure. But like, why would you wake up, you saw this dusty ass blender just sitting out all night and you just add water and
I
protein
know, but
powder to it?
they set it up. One, he's a teenage boy who's like dumb. And two, they set it up earlier in the episode where the brother was like, I already made my shake. The stuff's over there. You can like make another one if you want. So I think that that's what they were doing. They were like, one, he's a dumb teenager. And two, like he just assumed it was his brother's shake.
No, because the night before, he walks right past it after his dad makes the pina coladas. He like looks right at it.
Yeah.
Because I thought what was going to happen is he was going to like sneak it and down it.
I thought that too.
I will say about this family before we move on to other people that the whole time he was having those flashes, it was reminding me of the true crime story, like the rich dude who realized he had no money, killed his entire family, and then himself. And this happened somewhere in the Midwest, like back in the late 90s.
Oh, okay.
And the family, like the bodies weren't discovered for like a month.
Okay.
Or no, he fled and started a new life. But anyway, that is what inspired that storyline.
Oh, really?
So I watched that.
I
watched that after that
Are they
episode.
supposed to be from the Midwest
They're
or
from
the South? Okay.
But I watched after the episode. Mike White was like, "It's inspired by this." I was like, "Ah."
Okay.
Which sidebar, everyone? That story, the true crime story I was just mentioning. This guy kills his whole family. He flees the country. He starts a new life. They never catch him. They don't catch him for a long, long time. And in their mansion, they had a Tiffany skylight that was worth more money than the debt they were in, and they could have just sold it, and everything would have been fine.
Isn't that?
And
isn't
that is,
that life?
I think about that a lot.
Tiffany skylight, like
Tiffany, like stained glass window.
Oh, okay.
That was a skylight in their mansion.
Dang.
Worth more than the debt that they were in.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
There should be a whole movie.
I agree. But it's just a really
Interesting.
popular podcast or a really popular true crime story. Anyway,
Yeah, I think
I digress.
I do understand now why the daughter all of a sudden switched up and was like, but I don't understand why. Because she goes to the monastery. The little brother's like, oh, I think I want to do this too. And then she's like, never mind, I don't want to do it because I don't want you to do it with me.
Yeah.
And then the dad, she's like, I actually don't think I want to do this. Was she saying that just because she didn't want the brother?
No, I think she was like what she said in her monologue. I think she was like trying to force wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Because she felt bad that she had life so easy.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like commendable, kind of. But
So then he's just like, he was going to let the one live that said that he could live.
yeah, so he was going to let them both live. And then when she was like, I can't, I need all of this stuff.
Yeah, but like, just because he said that doesn't mean it's true. Like,
The kid?
yeah, he's just a kid.
Yeah. But the dad is obviously like off his rocker. He
Yeah.
literally tried to kill them with the strangest looking fruit.
Yeah, I thought that they were just all gonna die, and the son. Like I feel like that would have actually been a better end of
Yeah.
their story to me, even though would be sad. I just feel like the son, finding them the next morning or whatever, and like him having to figure that out is a more interesting end of the story to me than him almost dying and then just opening his eyes and not being dead, and then them being on the boat just being like, well, we're things are about to change, and then we don't see anything ever again.
I thought there could have been a point where that he's freaking out because the son is dead. The family comes back and then they help cover it up. Like they get rid of the body.
Yes.
And just
Also more interesting, but there wasn't enough time.
There wasn't.
Maybe they get their whole spinoff.
I think
that'd be fun.
Maybe. I think it's clever. The like through lines to other seasons you haven't seen, so you didn't catch probably that. Who's the woman that got the $5 million?
I feel like her real name is Natasha. I don't remember her.
Her and her son Zion. And then she does the guy that she sleeps with. She does to him what Tanya did to her.
I heard that. Yeah, I didn't know that, but I did hear that was a thing, which is sad because that guy liked her.
Yeah, and she was a good person, and that was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
My favorite conclusion to any of the stories was the 3 gal pals. I was like, that felt so real.
It was real. I wrote this down. Like they just ended up having a quintessential girls trip where they had fun. Something happened. They got mad at each other.
Drama.
They all got in a fight. They hated each other for a little bit. And then they have this like come to Jesus talk at the end of the trip where they're like, we love each other.
Real Housewives.
And like, girls forever. And then they're just like besties.
Yeah. Like they
again,
like fully accept each other for who they are and what they are.
It's such a girly pop thing.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy that because I could have seen the one
Carrie Coon
just being like, yeah, I don't actually like you.
Agreed. That's what I thought it could have gone that way.
Because like that is also interesting because she doesn't actually, I mean, she loves them, but there are things about them she doesn't like.
Right.
And her just being like, you know what? Like I'm finally standing up for myself. I don't actually like being around you guys. Like I don't want to be your friend.
Right.
But it was cute that it ended up just being like, it was very real life.
I also called that was his dad. I was like, I knew it. I was like, this is
Are
his
we
dad.
supposed to believe that he has Asian in him? Does he in real life? Because when that happened, I was like, what?
Well, do you think that his dad was Asian?
Wait, what?
Do you think that he was Asian?
He was Thai.
You think he was Thai?
Wait, the owner?
Yeah.
Was he not?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Or like, I think he was also mixed if it was that.
Let me look at him again.
See what his IMDb says.
Okay, he's definitely not Asian. But I feel like he
Glenn.
looked like
from
it to
Pittsburgh,
me.
Pennsylvania.
I feel like he looked like it to me, but
and I'm not saying that you're like, I'm not accusing you of being blind to race because I knew him from old movies and shows.
Yeah. Well,
So
all these pictures are very young of him that I'm seeing, so I feel like I would.
Yeah.
I need to find one that's very recent.
I thought he was maybe mixed, but definitely there's a white man there. So that's kind of what.
Okay. Well, I guess I didn't call that.
Okay.
But I didn't think that he was going to come with a gun and like threaten him. Like I thought, because if he since he is his dad, even me not correlating those two things, I feel like in my mind, I thought he was going to come and just be like, hey, like, let's talk. And in public, so you can't try to beat me up again.
Yeah.
And then explain whatever. Like, I thought that his part was going to end positively.
Oh.
Because he was such a negative guy the whole time that I thought his arc was going to be end positively.
Got it.
And the fact that he was so passive and blah to Chloe, is that her? And then she gets shot and is dying and he's finally like, oh, I love you.
Don't
we're going to be
me.
together. And it's like, oh, now you have feelings that you're showing her?
She did say in episode 2, we're going to die together.
And they sure did.
They sure did.
And so let's talk about guy talk.
What's that?
The guy security guard that shot him.
Sounded like guys talking. Let's talk about guy talk.
How do you say his name?
No, that's correct.
Yeah. First of all, Lisa pissed me off.
Yeah, what a toxic bitch.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to date you if you don't have a good job and you're rich and
dead
you are
ass.
a manly man.
He's like, so dinner tomorrow? I'll think about it.
And it's like, okay, he was like, this job is not right for me. And I want to find a job that I actually like doing. And she's like, well, then you're going to have to start from the bottom up. And I don't want to date someone that's a loser at the bottom.
The
I was
only
like,
annoying
what?
part is that, like, good for him. He got his bag. He moved his way up. But I wish that he had left her in the dust.
But like, is he really going to save this lady? Like, he could barely shoot like when he like needed to. And did he need to? Because his back was to him. Could he not have just gone
and he
up
was
and
walking so slowly, carrying a body.
Could he not have just been like, I'm going to put you in handcuffs?
I think it's because the woman was saying, shoot him.
Yeah.
He was like, I got to do this to earn this spot and
Yeah,
get
he
my girl.
gets down on one knee. Like, you didn't need to do that either.
Yeah.
He was walking so slowly.
It's very Greek tragedy that,
Yeah.
you know, all of that.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, what was the incest for? Like, what were they setting up for us?
I think it's just that's
Just
very,
to be-
that's very this show. There's always a. Is this still recording?
Yes, there's a notification. Life 360.
Oh,
You're-
that's
okay, you're
Emily's. Emily, you know you're listening to this. My phone just let me know that you're home safe.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, it was just to be controversial to get people to talk.
Yeah, because
About
that's
something?
what White Lotus. There's always something like that in each season.
And the younger brother just being like, you know, I looked over and you looked like, you know, you were
And
left
I'm a
out, and I just
pleaser.
thought I'd
it was
include you.
I'm a pleaser is the
I'm a
crazy
pleaser.
line.
I just thought I'd like help. I didn't want you to feel left out. It's like, okay.
So nice of you, bro.
Okay. I also feel like Frank, the friend, what was his storyline? Like, why was that left open? Or what was the purpose of his whole monologue of like, I slept with all these women and then I just wanted to become the woman, and
I don't know, because the last shot of him is him like praying in a Buddhist temple.
yeah, so it's just like, was it just showing like the like human experience of people who, because the last shot of the new guests staying and they have no idea what just happened and they're partying and they're just like, life just like reset for all those people and they had no idea. Like, that was a metaphor, obviously, of whatever. So was it him a metaphor of just like,
I don't know,
people go through these like stages, and
I think they just wanted to have that actor in the show and they gave him a part.
Let's give you this crazy monologue.
Yeah, because I don't totally know.
Yeah, like, because he obviously breaks his sobriety and is partying till the next day, and
but then he gets right back on.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. Why did we need that? I don't know. I felt like I obviously haven't seen the other two seasons. To me, every episode I wasn't excited to watch. Like, when I was watching Paradise, I couldn't get enough. I was like, I needed to know what happened. I needed to watch the next episode. And I feel like everyone acts like that's the way they feel with White Lotus.
It is how I felt the first two seasons.
Okay. Well, I am holding space for the first, at least the first season.
Mike White did say, because they got renewed, obviously, and he did say that with the fourth season, he's going to try to get away from the waves crashing island vibes. So that would be interesting, because it's been like, it's always a beachy scene. I don't know. I really liked the second one.
Everyone unanimously likes the first one. I have mixed reviews on the second one from people.
Yeah, I go back and forth, but I think it was way more exciting. There was just so much more happening in each episode.
Yeah, I feel like I'm landing on, it was like a 6.8 to me. Like
this one?
Yeah.
The fourth or the third?
Yes. Because there were interesting things that I was watching and I was like, whoa. And I was interested in the moment, but as I scale back from the whole thing, like I was not dying to watch every episode, and I wasn't keeping my attention. Clearly, I missed things that really explained other things because I was finding myself doing other things.
I wish it had just been a 4-part mini series.
Yeah, so I said that to Josh because he stopped watching after like episode 3. And so last night after I watched it, I gave him
here's how it went
the
down.
notes of what happened. And I was like, I feel like I wish if it had been way less episodes, they would have had to move along faster, and maybe that would have kept
100%.
my interest more. I don't know.
It
You guys,
would've.
let us know what you think.
So yeah, White Lotus.
The White Lotus. How much does it cost to stay at one of them?
The one that Gary was at was like $126,000 a night.
Is that season 2? Oh, you mean the
sorry,
house.
the villa that he was at.
I'm thinking Four Seasons, Thailand. It's obviously very expensive now.
Oh,
I wonder
sure.
what it was before. I mean, the Four Seasons it's expensive regardless. But let's say we want to stay in October of this year, and we're going to stay for 4 days.
Is October the off season? Do we know?
I have no idea. We're going to have one room for 2 adults. Period. Okay. It's probably not even available. The Serenity Pool Villa, that is a king, you can do a king bed or you can do 2 twins, is $1,300 a night.
For 4 seasons? Okay.
Bed and breakfast is $1,500. There is an ocean pool villa, $1,600. So it keeps going up to, if we get family pool villa, feels like where the family stayed. That's $2,000 a night. And there's a beach villa that's like,
honestly, family villa,
25.
$2,000 a night. If you get like 5 friends.
Yeah, let me see how many people can stay there. 2 adults, 4 people. You can do a king bed or 2 twins and a rollaway or a crib.
Okay, well then I don't think that was where the family stayed because that was huge.
Yes, I don't know how. Maybe I need to keep scrolling. 4-bedroom residence.
Maybe that was it.
There we go. It's $8,500.
Well, okay.
Advanced purchase though, 20% off. So that's fun.
That's something. Okay.
Well, there you go. If you guys want to stay there.
Now you
I
know.
saw that they invited some creators a couple weeks ago to go and stay for like 3-4 days, and they watched that episode that week, and then they got to just like be there for a week and just
That's
make
cool.
some content. Oh, I was so jealous.
Damn.
Yes. Well, speaking of content, I just saw this headline like a couple hours ago, and
Okay.
I wanted to say it.
Lay it on me.
So this YouTuber got arrested for bringing a Diet Coke, which should have been a Coke Zero.
Offense number 1.
Right. So there's this island that's off the coast of India, I believe, that is completely untouched by
Man.
There is a tribe that lives there for thousands of years. They don't leave, and they don't allow people to come there. If you try to go there, they will kill you.
Like they'll eat you.
Or they'll just kill you. I don't know if they eat you. Let me see if I can find what it's called. Indian police have arrested a 24-year-old American YouTuber who visited an off-limits island in the Indian Ocean and left an offering of a Diet Coke can and a coconut in an attempt to make contact with an isolated tribe known for attacking intruders. Yeah, I don't know if they eat them.
Okay.
It's restricted territory of North Sentinel Island, part of India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It's the Sentinelese tribe is who lives there. And yeah, thousands of years, no one goes there, no one leaves. They're just like
They don't know about Britney Spears.
No, they don't know anything.
Yeah.
They're the only, I think, like untouched people that don't know any modern technology. They literally know nothing that we know.
Wild.
They just like hunt for food. I'm sure they have their own, there's probably a king or whatever, and they just have their own way of living, and they have nothing that we know. So, but with that comes like they are not, they're very susceptible to disease because they don't have immunity like we do to common germs. So they're protected by whatever
government is around
world
there, yeah.
government laws that are like no one can go there, basically.
Mhm.
So you're banned from even traveling within 3 miles of
Shit.
the island.
Okay.
And they use spears and bows and arrows to hunt the animals that roam the small, heavily forested island. But they have to they can't kill all the animals. They have to leave
Right.
some to keep.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah. In 2018, an American missionary who landed illegally on the beach was killed by islanders who apparently shot him with arrows, then buried his body on the beach. Okay, so here's my question, though. What if I'm on a boat and something happens and I get shipwrecked and I land at this island? Why should I be killed? I didn't mean to.
Well, you can't communicate that to them.
I know.
So what's the headline?
Oh, sorry. He was just arrested. American YouTuber.
Who arrested him?
Indian police.
Who told them? Who said, hey, just so you know, this guy left a Diet Coke on the island?
Yeah, I think that he was spotted was arrested on March 31st 2 days after he set foot on the restricted territory, part of Indians, those islands I said earlier. A local court last week sent him to a 14-day judicial custody, and he is set to appear again in the court on April 17th. Charges carry a possible sentence to up to 5 years in prison and a fine.
So they're afraid like there's germs on the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Eef.
Yeah. Indian authorities said that they had informed the U.S. Embassy, and police said he was guided by GPS navigation during his journey and surveyed the island with binoculars before landing. He stayed on the beach for about an hour, blowing a whistle to attract attention, but he got no response. He later left a can of Diet Coke and a coconut as an offering. It wasn't even a full can? I thought that he was leaving it so they could taste the Diet Coke and be like,
Oh, that's
what
what I
is this
thought.
magical elixir
Empty Diet Coke? Rude.
that is so rude. Made a video on his camera and collected some sand samples before returning to his boat. On his return, he was spotted by a local fisherman who informed authorities that he was arrested
There's the
in
title
Port
trail.
Blair, the capital of those islands, an archipelago nearly 750 miles east of India's mainland.
Okay.
So yeah, this fisherman saw him. And I would say too, because like these people deserve to not be bothered.
Agreed.
They don't want to be bothered. They could have probably by this time built a boat
Yep.
to get them somewhere else. So they
Yes.
clearly don't want to leave. They don't want to be bothered. So stop trying.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was annoying.
Yep.
Like, of course it's a YouTuber. Of course it's like giving a bad name to content creators. But obviously it should have been a Coke Zero.
Right. Period. That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
Truly.
And he didn't even let them taste it.
Yeah. Rude. All around.
But should his punishment be if there was a disease on the can and then he like kills all these people because they get like the common cold and
I mean, death.
yeah.
Or he's exiled to the island. He has to just live there.
He
the
has
rest
to
of
live
his
there
life.
on his own and
Yeah.
has to figure it out.
A very castaway.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was a crazy headline.
It is.
Do you have any crazy headlines of your own?
No crazy headlines, except that I sent you a video. I think Firefest is finally getting like
Shut
there's
down.
more. Well, there's more and more content being made
This
about
has
it. 'Cause people
only
are
been
what?
like 3 days since we
I
talked
know,
about
but
it.
yesterday they whatever I sent you on TikTok, but yesterday where are they? Not the Cayman Islands. Where are they supposed to be? Playa del Carmen or
Playa
something?
del Carmen.
Released an official statement that was like, yeah, no, this isn't happening.
Yes. I think we said that, right?
Well, no, they didn't. They hadn't said it. I don't think there was an
Oh.
official statement, was there?
Maybe not.
Well, whatever the case, it seems it's official.
That it's not happening there.
That's what they said, yeah. But has Billy posted on Instagram? Can you check?
What's his last name?
I don't know, but if you put in Fire 2 or whatever on Instagram, it goes to Firefest 2 or something.
Billy McFarland. Hate that.
Billy McFarland.
He posted 3 days ago.
Is it the video? Is it a video of him?
No, it's an orange graphic. that said, Fire has been working directly with the government of Playa del Carmen and their officials since March 5th, 2025 to ensure a safe and successful event. All media reports suggesting our team has not been working with the government of PDC are simply inaccurate and based on misinformation. Fire has operated as a good partner with PDC government and has followed the proper processes and procedures to lawfully host an event. We will be sharing all relevant permits, payments, and communication. Today we begin with the following. And it's a list of letters and permit applications and whatever.
Okay.
And then the graphic is a timeline of those things. So
I just can't get over DM me and I'll get you and your friends in. Like, what?
someone said, what happened to line up next week? Next week is over.
Yeah, like you went from paying Kendall Jenner to post on Instagram about Firefest 1 to now you're asking people to DM you so that you can get them in.
Yeah, I wish I knew. Did they say in the documentary how much they paid those
Yeah,
influencers?
they did. And like, I don't know if this is accurate, but the number in my head is like 250,000.
I would have done it too with no knowledge. I'd have been like, hey guys, go to this music festival, work.
Yeah, easiest 250K
And
ever.
I wouldn't feel bad about it going under because everyone knows, like, those girls did not know anything about what was going to happen.
I feel like that was just at the beginning of people realizing influencers don't know anything about what they're promoting, or rarely do. I shouldn't say it ever.
Yeah. But also he was lying to everyone. He lied to all the attendees. So to them, they got a brief that was like, do you want to promote this music festival? Right. They'll probably like, we'll pay you $250,000. We'll give you as many tickets as you want. Just make an Instagram post. Yeah. Like, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be so fun. And to them, they know, Coachella, they know Bonnaroo, whatever, like all these places, like they're good. So they're like, oh, it's a music festival. I've never heard of it. Crazy, but I'm sure it's great. Yeah. And then they posted a picture.
Yeah.
And then they were like, whatever. So like, I wouldn't have felt bad if I was one of those models that posted, because there's obviously no way of knowing that it was going to be. Oh no, they don't. Of course, Kendall doesn't.
No, she got the bag. Good for her.
Anyway, sorry guys. We have talked about this for the past 4 episodes, but it'll be over soon.
It will be over soon, but we have to keep up on it.
We have to know what's going on. But it seems that he's just defending himself now.
Great.
With no evidence, just a list of claims.
No, he has no shame, and I will give him
that. Because that post is just a graphic of a timeline.
Yeah, I will give him that. He has no shame.
Oh, no.
Oh, Billy McFarland.
Oh, Billy. So, you guys, we are going to start implementing a new segment in our episodes called
The A-List.
What's on your A-List? Where we are just going to tell you, I know that we already kind of talk about like shows we're watching, but this isn't going to encompass really anything in culture that
or not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. Like it could include a show. Yeah. It could include a food item. It could be a makeup item. It could be clothing. It could be a brand. It could be a person. It could be whatever. But we're just going to tell you, like, this week, like, what is on our A-list? What are we excited about? Yep. What do we recommend? What do we just, like, want to tell you about? And so that's a new thing that we're going to start doing. So get ready. And I guess I will start.
Yeah, what's on your A-list?
This is a show.
This week.
But I haven't talked about it yet. And it's that I started watching Ted Lasso.
Okay, so when we went to the mall, you were saying something to Josh about it, and I meant to ask you what you were talking about. I was like, why are you just now on Ted Lasso? It just ended. And then got renewed. But.
I know. I only had Apple TV for a short period of time, and all I watched when it was free, and all I watched was Emily Dickinson.
Oh, okay.
I watched one show, and that was it. And I don't even think I finished it, but I loved that show. And then I just let it go because I wasn't watching anything. So I just let it expire. So then I didn't have Apple TV when Ted Lasso was like actually on.
Yeah, yeah.
And I knew that everyone loved it, but I didn't feel compelled to pay for Apple TV.
That's fair.
To do it. So now that a new season is coming out, I was talking to Josh and he was like, it's the best show that's ever been made.
It's my sister and brother-in-law's favorite show.
Yeah. So I started watching it, and I am like 6 episodes in, and I have had my first cry.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a great show. It's very sweet. I think that maybe when I did have Apple TV, I might have tried to watch the first episode and I didn't get it. I was
watched
confused.
the first episode and also didn't get it and was like, yeah, I'm good.
But now I do get it, and it is like a very good feel-good show. And honestly, you should probably watch it now that you're so into sports.
Yeah,
it's actually really not about the sports.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It is like, it's very endearing and cute, and I agree with everyone.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that.
I love that.
And I know everyone who's watching has probably also watched it, but if there's a handful of people who didn't watch it, I say get that Apple TV subscription, you know, get your free 7-day trial and binge watch it. And then let me know. All right. Do you have anything?
Well, what's on my list this week is Los Angeles.
Aww.
I've had this hey everyone, did you know I had a rough year last year? Yes is the answer. You do know that. I, over the last week, have kind of been like stepping back and looking at my city, and I'm just like, yeah, I know why I live here. Like there's a reason why I love it here so much. And I'm really seeing that over the last week between just the weather. We had like really amazing weather. Then we had thunderstorms. You guys, it's like thunder and lightning in North Hollywood. It was
nice. I opened up all my windows. It was great.
I was like, what is this? And then it broke, and then it was beautiful again. I was just like, yeah, this is like, all of these opportunities I have are because of the city I live in. All of like my closest friendships are, minus Megan and Heather, are here in LA. But
they happened here. So like it is like a testament to you
Megan
being
did.
in
Heather
the same.
Did not. Heather
sorry,
happened
not
in
Heather,
Indiana,
but yeah, happened as a.
And I was just like, yeah, LA, you kind of are the shit, and you're expensive and challenging at times, but I really get it.
Yeah, you're having a renaissance.
A renaissance. Yeah. Coming up on my 15th year here.
Whoa,
that's crazy, man.
That is pretty crazy. You've lived here? No. You'll almost have lived here longer than you lived in Indiana in 3 years.
5. I didn't move out here until I was 20.
Oh, right. For some reason, I think it's 18.
No.
All right, well, never mind.
When I hit that 20-year mark, that's like crazy. Yeah, I lived in LA, Los Angeles, as long as I lived in Indiana.
Do you see yourself always being in LA proper, or do you feel like you're going to move to like Palm Springs or Santa Barbara or San Diego?
I think I'll always have a place in LA. I don't know if it'll be my home, but it's like if I leave here, it's because I have a home here, but then also another home somewhere else.
Yeah. What part of town ideally would you want to have a home in?
I don't know.
Oh.
Toluca Lake, maybe.
Love Toluca Lake.
I'm just a valley rat, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I just love the valley.
That's why that brand, A Kid from the Valley, is I found, and I was like, that's for Alex.
I just don't like, the beaches are great and all that. It's just like, the thing about LA that is the worst really is the parking and the traffic. It is the worst part of the city, in my opinion. Yeah. And when you get to those places, unless you have like a designated parking area, like, it's just a nightmare. And I don't want to live somewhere or have my home be somewhere that it's always going to take 40 minutes plus to get to. Yeah.
I will say that the weather is like so much better near the beach.
Sure. Yeah. You get more mild weather.
I really hate the summer in the valley. Like I really, really hate.
You and Emily both.
Yeah. So I could see myself living.
My argument to both of you, and my friend Lauren also made this argument to Emily, is that it's if you have central air though.
Yeah, but it's still like walking outside and like immediately being, when it's 115 degrees, like walking outside is still not fun. So do I stay inside the whole day even though I have central air? Sure.
Yes, but also I love the desert. Like I love Palm Springs in the dead of summer.
No, literally no. Kill me.
I love it. So it's like, it's for me.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that I would enjoy living near the beach.
You would.
Because when I've gone on Saturdays to watch Josh play football, and it's like I'm on the beach and it's sunny, but
it's like 70 and sunny.
Oh
with a
my
breeze.
gosh, it's so nice.
Yeah, it is nice. I agree.
And it's like, if you lived there, I feel like, yes, the parking is annoying, but you definitely would have a spot.
I would, but I care more about like when people visit. Like my last place was in the valley and parking was annoying.
Yeah.
And then now I live in a place where parking is so easy, and it's for some reason it's such a stress reliever to me to know that I don't have to explain the parking situation, just park.
Yeah, that's true. I think like the walkability of yourself.
Yeah.
There's so many things to walk to is
Yeah.
would be fun for me. So
I will
I
say-
feel like I long
Yeah.
term would want to live not in the valley.
I will say when I get coin and I like am looking for that, I won't do what like a lot of celebrities do. Like going to Bella Thorne's house, I was just like, I would never. You have to go
No.
down so many unkempt roads and back ways, and there's no cell service.
And what we just learned with the fires is that it's
yeah,
you're gonna die.
yeah, exactly. It's just like no, this is nice. You're in a
The fire
secluded
truck
place.
can get up there.
30 minutes to get to a grocery store. Like
Yeah.
at what cost?
Yeah.
I guess though, when you're at Bella Thorne status, you kind of just want to probably get away from everything.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know that I would really want to live in the Hollywood Hills or whatever unless I was closer to the bottom.
Yeah, yeah,
Because going all the way up, yeah, the view's incredible, like you just said, but it is annoying. So
very.
if I did, it would be closer to the bottom. Like I have friends that live in the valley, but like on the hill,
Yeah,
but on this side.
Yeah.
And it's pretty close to the bottom and just like tucked in to the mountain, and it's very like lots of trees and
Yeah,
foliage.
yeah.
Like that is pretty to me. That would be cute.
that's nice.
But yeah.
So LA, that's on my A list.
Nice. I had the Alvin Ailey Dance Company in this just because I feel like, you know, if you want to see a really great dance show, you want to learn something, you want to see a different style of dance, because here's the thing is we all just see TikTok dances right now.
Yeah,
And I feel like we need a little more culture
yeah, I
in
agree.
our lives. So go look up the Alvin Ailey Dance Company and watch whatever video you can find, and remember that there's people who dance professionally and don't do TikTok dances, because even me,
You do TikTok dances?
I do TikTok dances and I do like dance fitness, which is a thing and it's my job and I love it. But like, it was so nice to just like have a cultural reset and
Yeah.
be like, oh, there's more out there than TikTok.
Yeah,
And that was really nice for me.
that's nice.
And my last one, I'll let you say whatever you have left, is One Size Setting Spray. They
Oh.
sent it to me a few weeks ago and I've been using it, and it truly does just, you know, lock it in, and highly
Wait, what is it
recommend.
called?
One Size. It's
The one
the
she used,
YouTuber. It's
the one she used on me at my thing was I didn't like it. It was one that's really popular though. All Night or something.
Urban Decay.
That's what it's called.
All Nighter.
All Nighter. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Why was it too
I think I
dewy
was
for
having
you?
I think I was having a reaction to it, to be honest.
Patrick Starr.
Oh,
I don't know why I
okay.
could not.
Not my
think-
future boyfriend, Patrick Ta.
Sometimes I do get the brands confused. But yes, the YouTuber Patrick Starr started this makeup company, One
Got
Size. Really great primer too. It's like you get a little in your hand and you like kind of warm it up before you put it on, and
Yeah.
then it's very like sticky and I don't know, it's really
Okay.
nice. But the setting
Cute.
spray is honestly, it smells like hairspray. So,
Oh, okay.
you know,
But you know it's gonna work then.
the drag queens are probably all using it because
Yeah.
it is giving hairspray, and I know that people have done that before
Yeah,
to
yeah,
set
yeah.
their makeup. So highly recommend. You guys should use it if you
Love it.
use it. Do you have anything else?
Well, no, I only came up with one because I thought it was just like what's our A list of the week. So my bad.
Oh, well, it can evolve. It can be
Sure,
whatever
okay.
we want. You guys, you give us some feedback. Do you like one singular thing as, you know, our A list of the week, or however many we have? If we have multiple, we'll try not to have like a million, but
Yeah.
if there's a couple, do you guys like that? Let us know what you think, and it can evolve. But I do think that the segment is a fun little addition.
It is.
And today's April 14th. So our birthdays today are not that many.
Okay.
First is the Queen, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Queen.
She's 48 years old.
Love.
Adrian Brody is 52.
Okay. Stop talking, Adrian Brody. Get off the stage.
Abigail Breslin is 29. She just got married, right? Like not that long ago?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know she got married.
I think so.
Okay.
And then the musical artist Debrat is 51. And I put her in because I was like, oh my God, I haven't thought about her in so long.
Since the
but
movie Honey.
yes, it's quintessential early 2000s artist, like love.
Yeah.
And then in terms of In terms of entertainment, the movie 17 again. Stanley is choking. Are you okay? The movie 17 again premiered in 2009, which is such a good movie.
It is.
Loved it.
R.I.P. Matt.
That's all I got for you.
Whoa, that was great.
Yeah.
Another one.
Thank you guys for watching or listening. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to leave us a speak pipe, leave us a review, follow us on whatever place you're listening or watching. And we will see you in the next one.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.